I just got finished. Thought I heard a knock at the door. I just got finished talking with my mom about updating my lifestyle. Well, keeping having her updated. Finally got something I can talk about. So my lifestyle update, and she brought to my attention that the fact that I don't get my prescriptions anymore. I mean, I don't get my pills anymore. I could go and get me a social worker to help me. Um, like this is a person that I can fall back on in regards to my situation. So anytime they kind of want to mess around with the prescriptions, or I need transportation to go to get my prescription filled, or I need, you know, that support in any area mentally, I could get me a social worker. So that's something I'm gonna be thinking about as well. I might go ahead and do that. Um, just thinking about it, and I could do this. But what I question, I'm like, how do I do that though? Like, how do I go about that? But I guess I would just look up the information, in welfare, I guess, or I'm trying to think. So that's something I would have to figure out on how to go about that and getting a caseworker. The fact that I do have past experience of mental health, and I was on disability once upon a time, all of this is leverage to where I can take to them and they can get me a social worker because I have past experience with that. So I would just have to figure out the where and the how. But I got the why and the what. And I need to figure out the when too. So this is something else I would think about, and I will probably do this um, either after I move or after I get my ID situation figured out, where I need to go update my ID for my move. And yeah, after I get my ID situated, and I send off my ID information to those people so that she can add it to my paperwork. Once I figure that out, then I'm going to go ahead and think about how to get me a social worker. And then once I have a date, a move-in date, then I will go ahead and update the school on his information on transportation. I mean, update my address so that he can get transportation back and forth to school to finish out this school year. So yeah, that's more. Um, everything's going in the right direction so far, and that is my update on my life. So yeah, see y'all next time. Bye. So I am at Walmart. Well, I just got into a heated conversation with my son's dad. Like, it wasn't even supposed to go the way it went. Like, they sitting in the car. I wish he would just get out and walk around, because I feel like, because I was just expressing my opinion. Like, anybody, it's like, when I'm feeling like really spiritual and I feel that energy to like express myself, I'm going to express myself in that moment. And if you feel a certain way, you don't really got to talk against me, because how I feel or how I see it, I'm still going to see it that way. So we was talking about death in a way, but death makes him uncomfortable because he doesn't talk about it at all. So he was like, I was just telling him, like, have you ever, because this has always been on my mind, maybe I should have just made a, video about it, but when you're sitting with somebody, you really can't express yourself in that way, or you in their car, it's kind of just blocking you. But I was sitting there telling him, like, so he basically just confirmed everything that I was saying, but at the same time, he was debating against it the whole time. So I was just like, how people, the way fate and destiny is, I was just like, it's all about your craving. So if you crave, like, some type of cigarette, or you crave weed, or you crave cigars, or you crave something that has to do with fire, I was like, maybe it's a house fire. If you crave alcohol or something like that, maybe eventually later down the line, you maybe your fate is, you'll drown. Maybe if you crave technology, or you got some type of addiction to screens or something, maybe later down the line you'll die by a bullet. If you don't crave anything at all, you die by natural causes. And I was just expressing my opinion. He was like, he was like, well, yeah, but that's where, everybody, a lot of this stuff has interfered with the way fate is supposed to be determined, or how your fate is supposed to end, or how, you even live life the way it's supposed to be. And I was like, exactly. So the fact that everything has kind of intervened in the way of how our fate is supposed to be, then that's why this is how death is now determined. And so we was talking about that, and then he was like, he brought Christ into it or something like that. He was like, well, I'm a godly man, this and that. And I was like, and then he was like, well, Christ, you have to work on being a believer. Christ, you just aren't Christ, evolved. Like, you're not just Christ born. You're not born with the passion, or you're not born into Christ, or you have to work and study to be a Christ serving person. I'm like, and I completely disagree, because some of us, like me, are born with that passion inside of us. If I grow up to serve the Lord, or I grow up to serve Christ, it's because it was already in me. And the fact that I pursued what I feel towards the situation, then that's how I'm evolving. So you don't have to read a book or study something if it's truly in you. And he was like, no, you have to study it. You're not just, born with it. You have to study the Bible. You have to put work into it every single day. It's just not in you to be to serve Christ or serve the Lord. I'm like, I completely disagree with you. I don't know what you got going on in your life, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm like, I'm a living testimony. And he got me to the point where I was so frustrated I cussed. I was like, I'm a freaking testimony of a person that has had it in her whole life, and has attracted everything or everyone that resonates with my energy. Good. So yeah, that's what I was telling him, and he just swear, you're not just, you can't just be born to be a believer. Basically, you're not born a believer. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I'm living proof that I am born a believer, and I have always been born a believer, So he got me worked up because I'm so passionate towards the conversation. I'm so passionate towards this, how I feel. And what he just was saying was just like throwing me off. Like, how are you not born a believer? You gotta, basically he's saying you gotta study and put in work and put in to read and, to build up that passion. I'm like, no, you don't. And he was like, if it's in that case, then everybody would be, born a believer, or everybody will feel the way you're feeling. I'm like, that's not up to me, and then I spoke on, one of my experience with the girls. I'm like, you can tell in her face that she's very passion driven for what she does. If you're passion driven, you're passion driven, but it's on you and how you live your life if you're going to, carry out your journey and walk in purpose. So yeah, he works me up towards the situation, but it's just like, I'm not here to convince you. And then he just went into, well, I'm alpha mode. Like, I'm like, you can't try to be head over somebody who's not even your significant spouse. Okay, who is you trying to overrule? Who is you trying to, step on? I'm not even with you for you to even feel no type of way. I'm in charge. I'm in control. That's the thing about men. Y'all too egotistic for me. If I feel a certain way, then you not about to step on me because you feeling like you got to take control of the situation and try to step on my face or step on how I'm feeling, So, yeah. I came here to get something that obviously isn't here, but I just had to get out that car and vent. I wanted to go somewhere else, That's what I'm here for. Okay, I just remember what I'm here for. I came here. So yeah, I just had to get out that car because if not, we would have still been going at it back then. I'm not here to fight with you. I'm just expressing my opinion. That's all. So yeah, I just had to vent. I'll text y'all later. I'm at Walmart, by the way, and got me some chicken. We're going to be eating tonight, um, because I'm not grocery shopping. So yeah, I'm out. Bye.
Um, Yesterday I went all day without eating. Like I snacked here and there, but I barely ate. Um, so I'm kind of just watching my health right now. Being aware of myself, um, and my leg is really hurting. I feel crippled. I don't know. I just literally, I got it from the toilet, and my leg just, I don't know. Like they said, well, I was told that's how you sprain your knee or something. I'm like, how does my leg just all of a sudden feel this way when I get up? Like that's weird, and it's been hurting. And this morning, I'm about to go to church. Um, I'm about to start getting ready for church. So yeah, I just wanted to address this dream that I had though. So in this dream, I was there was this well, we was all, it was like a few of us. It was like two of us and some kids. So the there was this boy, and he was um standing by this window, and this, I guess somebody, the neighbor, was furious with him for some reason, and he was just like, I don't know, I guess he was up and about for a little bit, just standing there, and we was laying down. I don't know why we was laying down, but we was laying down, and then eventually we start telling the kids to lay down, and I start telling the kids to lay down because I seen what was gonna happen before it happened, so I'm telling them to get down. Um, he started getting down, but then he got back up, and he was, I don't know why, like it's like something that you just can't prevent, something that's gonna happen regardless of what you do. So even if he got down, eventually when he got up, what's going to happen to him was going to happen. So he got down, but then he got up, but then he got down, and then he got back up. And when he got back up, what happened, and there was this hook. I guess they set up some type of hook. So when he got in, it was like you know how you got that shotgun arrow with a hook. It it got him, and um, he wound up dying. Um, so then we got up, and well, I guess it was the guy's brother that was laying down. So he got up, and he was mad at this point, and he was just trying to figure out a way to get out of the house because we was getting attacked from inside. Even though the attack was just on that brother, he felt attacked. He felt like, we would be attacked eventually. So he started getting kind of like paranoid and anxious. And he started cutting out this like it was a wagon, and he started like reconstruction and building something. I don't know what he was building. But then um, he kept thinking like, should he attack? Because it was like a bittersweet, a love-hate relationship between him and the neighbors. And the neighbors felt like he knew inside that the neighbors was really trying to help him. But he didn't know what they was trying to help him from, because that was his brother, and he was thinking like, should I be mad, or should I, you know, be like thankful or grateful? Like, he didn't know how to feel towards the situation, but being that that's his brother, he felt like he had to react in a way of attacking. So then I came to this part of my dream where there was this person that had to cross over, and she was like this person, like, I guess this, I don't know if it was me. I think it was me. I don't know if it was me. But I was telling her, or she was telling her, that if she crossed over, then a lot of stuff was going to happen. Like, she'll be going through the same event over and over and over again for decades, and she won't be able to get out of it. And she heard this, and she was just like, wow, like her mind was blown. But she was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and do what I need to do. She wasn't alone, though. Somebody else was leaving with her. So she wound up leaving, and regardless of what was going to happen, because she knew that she knew that she had to do what she had to do anyway. And if this was going to happen, or this was where this is what she was going to have to, face, she had to. So she wound up leaving and going to that place where she was told that she would be basically suffering and going through this loop over and over and over again. So then she went ahead and she had to do. She crossed over. So yeah, that was my dream. And there was also this part of the dream where we was on the water, and there was like these people that was, you know, there was people in their boats, and I was on my boat, and that part of the dream is kind of blurry. Like, I really can't figure out exactly what was going on in that dream, but I know he was on the water, and I feel like that was the end of that dream. So yeah, that was my dream. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, be notified, share at your own free will to show you care. Bye. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Be notified, and share at your own free will to show you care.
of 2024, we were getting ready to go on vacation. I was off work for the summer, and it was Friday afternoon, evening-ish, and he was on his way home from work. Layton was involved in a parade that night with her
Get your butt up here and sit down now.
studio, and I had her at the parade, and he was going to meet us there, and we were all excited for our vacation.
Get up here.
She's on the float, waiting for the parade to start, and I get a call from him that says,
Stop.
"Car broke down. I'm stuck on the side of the road."
I'll go inside.
No.
Our 8-year-old's on float and can't just leave her here. So I don't know what to tell you. Call a tow truck.
Go inside.
No.
For a tow truck. And of course, they
Sit down.
1 to 32 hours.
Sit down.
And so he's like, I guess I'll just.
You can sit down and you can calm down. However you feeling. I don't know why you acting this way. And then once you calm, we can go back in. So, do y'all remember finding wishbones in chicken where you can make your wish? I am making chicken and dumplings. I have the leftover rotisserie chicken, and I am going to, this is what I'm making my chicken and dumplings with. Today is the Sabbath day, and what we do on the Sabbath day is we don't go out unless it's like family gatherings, so you spend your time with your family, with people, friends and family, but we don't go out and do anything that that will, spending. We don't do no spending. We don't do anything that would make you want to spend. So we don't go out and do errands or nothing like that. Nothing money-wise. But we spend this day with our family, any people, any, places that, you can get together and talk, parks, trails, anything that has nothing to do with money. So that's what the Sabbath day is. And yeah, y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Church went well. And little outfit after church. Took off my little sweater, and this is what it's looking like. Okay, but so I was playing basketball, like in the gym after church, and when I tell y'all, this skirt, like when I bent down, I think I mooned the kids. I think I mooned them because I couldn't help myself. I wanted to play basketball. But yeah, I think I mooned them, honestly, because I'm not a person that just wears skirts. And when I want to play, I want to play. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. The little girl came and handed me the basketball the last time. And I think it was just to say, don't bend over. So yeah, with that being said, we are out. Like, comment, subscribe, be notified, and share. Don't forget to take care. Bye.